Hi everybody and welcome back to Wolfenstein The New Order, Part 8. Do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Play games for fun. I've been doing it for many years, plan to do it for many more. Why? Because I like playing video games, doing the recordings, and sharing it with you. Because I know it can be hard to organize events with friends, family, get them on over some couch co-op, but you know what? It's a real easy solution to that problem. Popping on one of my videos. That way we can simulate, emulate, and cultivate that feeling that a lot of us know from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. We had more time and less responsibility to just hang out, play games, shoot the breeze. That's what the videos are for. Every time you pop on one of my videos, the way I see it, it's like a gateway or a portal or a door, right? To another dimension. You invite me into your home that way, I invite you into mine, and we get to share the world's biggest couch together. Where there's a seat available for anyone. It's called the internet. So sit back and relax for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. Consider me your buddy, your pal, your friend, and we're going to be playing good games, bad games, new games, and old games. Where I mindlessly ramble at times, pretending, or try to pretend that we're in the same room together hanging out. It's not that easy, because I also, everything's unedited, unscripted, totally unprofessional, so it's kind of hard to juggle like 3 or 4 things at once, but I'm damn determined to get better at it. So thank you for that. You're allowing me that practice. Hopefully, practice makes perfect. I do truly believe that. Anywho, thanks for joining me. Let's kick it off. I do want to say thank you though to my subscribers, to each and every subscriber, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing these videos. That is 100% true. So thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all have been great to me over the years, and because of that, I promise as long as one of you stays subscribed, I'll keep doing videos. Drive out and make viewers, howdy. Okay. Name the character. It's not necessarily... There is a game. So, name the character in the game or association to the game. Let's get dangerous. I was about to sing the rest of that song and it would have given it away. If not, if you don't know, maybe you're too young. Water. Check it out. It's a really good character, right? At least I remember it being pretty good. Oh well. Then wasn't there like a marsupilami or something? I don't know. Bonkers, right? Wasn't that like a weird cat cop with a human detective as a partner? Cartoon show or something. I don't even remember. See, I grew up with things like Top Cat and a lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff. So. Hong Kong Phooey is still one of my favorites. Love that show. Hercules. Original Johnny Quest. Not that the 80s or 90s version? I think that one was okay. Alright, where we leave off. I think we were in space. I have no idea what that means. We've seen that guy once, and it was at the best part of the game, the beginning. And I'm talking about the guy on the top. Yeah, big grumblings. Maybe I'm mistaking this for Old Blood. Maybe I mistook the beginning of the game with Old Blood. So now I'm kind of curious about checking out Old Blood. Yep, we're on Uber difficulty. Just as a reminder, that is the highest difficulty I could set it to. It really hasn't been too bad. I'm either that good or this game is really easy. Then again, I've been playing games for many years. I don't remember. Was my Return to Castle Wolfenstein playthrough stealthy? I don't remember it being like stealth. I've been thinking, by the way, picking up Duke Nukem Forever. I've heard it's terrible. The only thing holding me back is I'm not a fan of Gearbox. Didn't like Borderlands. Gave it a fair shot. I think I played it for like 6 hours. Just couldn't really get into it. And it's kind of weird because it had a lot of the things I would enjoy in games. Big fan of like Diablo 2, Throne of Darkness. Mess around with this a bit. Kind of restrictive. Now I'm starting to see more of the flaws of this. It is a pretty game. It's got okay aesthetics, but very simple. Anyways, yeah, you had co-op, right? Borderlands had co-op. It had RPG light aspects to it. But I'm a big fan of Titan Quest, Throne of Darkness, Diablo 1 and 2. Didn't like 3. So I didn't bother with 4. Also that always online crap. Not a fan. But that's okay, they don't want me. It's very clear they don't want me. Get it. Old. Screw it. I mean, I didn't even mind the over-the-top wackiness. I can be a fan of that. I love Three Stooges. I think it's the pinnacle of comedy. Naked Gun, Airplane. Comedies have not been able to top The Top Secret. Hot Shots is okay. By that I mean it's pretty good. It's not Naked Gun level. Scary Movie 1 is pretty good too. But there's something about Borderlands you just didn't catch on with. Because again, it's weird. You'd think, if you know, depending on how well you know me, I think that'd be a game that I'd just be right on my own. Oh, we can't just dig into this, huh? We could open that one. I don't know. Block.
Wie konnte ein Terrorist so weit kommen?
And that's how I saved it. Yeah. Also, I get what they were doing, like the alternate history, but it's just not that interesting. Really. Yeah, now I'm getting all doom and gloom on it. Also the weapons. Why have this perk tree if you can only get certain perks at certain points because you have to get certain weapons? Like, we didn't get the ability to unlock that until chapter 11 of 15, right? I think there's 15 levels in this. They're linear levels. A better approach, I feel, or I would have preferred, would have been more, take Castle Wolfenstein. You have these big open maps, and you have access to pretty much everything here, but you wouldn't have access to all the resources you'd need to level up everything in one map, right? So you'd have to choose between maps. Would you rather focus on like one whole tree to get it done? Or would you want to spread the wealth around so then by the third map you'd have like 75% of it done, kind of thing, right? Or if you do it, on the third map you'd have all, stealth, tactical, and assault pretty much filled up. You know what I'm saying? Because the game was so narrative focused, a lot of these didn't really come into play or matter. I'm playing on Uber, which is supposed to be the highest difficulty too. You think I would have needed to unlock these perks, but honestly, you could have gotten rid of all the perks, and it would have made very little difference. The only one that would have mattered has mattered are these, and that. Even that hasn't mattered. So, no. I think by their attempt to inject more story into Wolfenstein, it took away from the game. On top of the fact that the story they did put in is so fractured and segmented that it doesn't even get to tell like a cohesive story. I'll elaborate more when we get to the Ryan's rating system, whenever that is. Whether it's this video or the next one. Anyways, I have heard bad things about Duke Nukem, so I'm curious. Is it as bad as everyone says? I don't know. Also, what Gearbox did with Aliens Colonial Marine still irks me to this day. And I don't know, maybe it's unfounded, but I feel like it may have impacted the Obsidian Alien RPG that we would have gotten. So I think maybe those were at the same time, about the same time. Check it out. There's some pretty good info out there and videos on it. I'll grab it. I'd only lose that on 5 bombers. So. Really? No, I'm gonna come rushing down the stairs. I am surprised. There they are. Yeah, I don't like the energy weapons. No, sir, I don't like it. I mean, that's fine. I might as well. Maybe I'll play Old Blood this year for Halloween. I do remember it being pretty good. You know what's going to happen? We're going to actually get that unlocked eventually. I'm going to get that unlocked, though. Gee. What kind of fight is this gonna be? Gonna be another big fight. Looks like it.
Sieh an. Ein Terrorist für meine Lieferungen stoppen. Was nicht versteht, meine Lieferungen kommen immer!
Yeah, I'd say this game goes downhill pretty steeply after you join the up with the resistance, and the whole alternate future 1960s. Not a fan of it.
Things I've seen in this life.
In this, a lot of cutscenes.
Turns your hair white.
All right, Captain Cowboy. Roger. This is
You got side characters that were... I'm already spoiling Orion's ring abuse system.
Seen 1,000 battles.
Boy. It's gonna sting. I mean, to be fair, it's not the worst game ever, but
Different continents.
just disappointing.
Us off the surface of the moon.
Anyways, how y'all doing? You having a good day? Hope y'all are. If you're not, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you're playing.
But all I want
What you recommend.
is to see you again. Daylight. Cold air.
Alright, so all that ammo was for nothing. Wait, we don't have the laser guns anymore? What am I supposed to do with this? Tuh. Okay.
Verstanden, Kommandant. Verstärkung ist unterwegs.
Well, this ain't good.
Zur Seite!
There we go. That'll be helpful, at least.
Klaus Kreuz, still driving handsome. Closing in on the Nautica parking lot. Roger? Glasgow, do you read? This is Berlin calling. Let's pick up the pace now, yeah? The London Monitor's back in service and... Day that fucking shite! We're under attack! Hey, you! Lock that door! Fuck, Glasgow, they found us out. They're breaking through the door. I gotta move. Caroline, come with me! That death's head elite unit, fuck me! Come back to us as fast as you fucking can! Out!
Hold on, Anya. I'm coming home.
Alright. Silenced pistol is going to be your savior. Alright. If you play Uber. If you play on normal, it's gotta be the best damn gun in the game. Like, you'd probably be like two-shotting everything. And again, once you unlock this, which I unlocked in the first mission, because you can do the checkpoint abuse. No, there's got to be health around here. There we go. Oh, wait, we can switch between it. That's right. That's what they gave us. There just hasn't been a lot of times when you need to use it. Ah, I see what it wants me to do. Or not. I thought it wanted me to keep, like, shooting it down and down. What are we missing? That might be well, that won't happen because I need a second gun. And that ain't gonna happen because they are not easy to deal with to get those grenades. Are we ready? Let's go. You're an asshole. Alright. Got armor. Yeah, we're gonna need it. Why would they even have this here? Because it's... Come on now. I already know I'm coming.
Dia 4. Ein weiteres Drohnengeschwader auf dem Planeten nach Anzeichen.
Oh, what's this? Ah, we can do that. Kind of backtrack a bit and see if we can pick up anything else. Let's give this a try.
Ich hab dich!
It just burns through ammo so quick. You know, that's kind of funny. What did that perk unlock? Where is it? Increases the battery size, but...
Wechsle Position!
I don't even want to know how many shots you get with without increasing the battery size. If I remember, in Old Blood, you had like a multi-tool type thing with like some pipes or something that played into the actual navigating the levels, which was a nice change of pace, nice touch. Alright, we won't be able to come back, so. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen here. Anybody else? Alright. So save the energy weapons for the big guys.
Wie kann der noch am Leben sein? Hab ich dich! Ich wechsle meine Position! Vorsicht! Granate!
Alright, so 200's our max now. Health-wise. I can deal with that. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's how it works. It targets multiple parts of the body for the big guys. Okay, that's why it, and then it drains your battery. You get to sit in multiple. Yeah, okay. I got it. So grenades in this, my biggest recommendation is it allows you to flush them out of cover. Right? Kind of like what actual grenades are usually used for, so I give it that, right? Probably when we come back up here. Also, the amount of times I've needed to like slide and shoot has been nil, outside of just unlocking the perk. Which, what does that even do? Where is it? It's gotta be assault, right? Yeah. Increases the dual wielding sprint speed. What now? Don't tell me this is the actual fight.
You are causing damage to state property.
If the missiles are priming, you can make them explode inside the pod.
Okay. Oh crap.
Careful! Hide from it, Johnny Cowboy!
You are antagonizing the rule of law.
Yes! Big explosion, USA style!
Oh, do I have to hurt the other side first?
Submit
No.
yourself
Okay.
for sentencing.
Yes, sir, Johnny! We're hunting it!
You will be located and bow to justice. Order to appear and receive punishment.
Like a rat!
You will not remain concealed. Hiding compounds your terminal offense. You will cease causing damage to state property immediately. Your failure to appear has been noted.
Listen now, if you get right underneath the London monitor, shoot the engine! You have to be right under it and look up!
And bow to justice. You are ordered to appear and receive punishment.
Alright, you just gotta stick and move.
Not remain concealed. Hiding compounds your terminal offense.
That's it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, that was easy. That's probably one of the easier ones. You just gotta figure out what you got. Let's not be near that when it blows up. Oh, okay. Cutscene. Bless you. Don't get too excited, folks. It's just a Red Bull. Willem Dafoe? I'm a happy man. That's a good title. I'm a happy man. Death Head, right? That's a cool fucking name, though, right? Totenkopf and Death Head. That's fucking cool.
Now I put you in the car. We have to drive. Pedaling down Schitt's Creek now, Johnny Cowboy.
Like, look at how much of the game we missed out on with the potential of dealing with a character like Death's Head, right? That would have been amazing. And he'd have a bunch of, like, freakish experiment mutation stuff. I mean, she was cool, but she only showed up at, like, the train when her face got crushed, and that's it. There. Right?
Where the others are, I don't know. Some are dead, some are hanging on.
Maybe if we had the ability to have
It's just a matter of time before they find all of us.
upgrade the Resistance headquarters by doing side missions and side quests. You know, kind of like how in Neverwinter Nights 2. Alright, that was good. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wish you could have seen Mesquite at dawn. I wanted to take you there.
There you go, Max. No, not Max. What are we doing? This is not a good place to be, Max. Not a good place to be, Max. What do we do? No. Oh no, you gross. Do it, Max. No, Max. Oh man. That pisses me off. Now I'm angry.
Blasco, fucking
Good
hell,
angry.
are you making an entrance? Listen, Blasco, she's taken Anya, Frau fucking Engel. She's taken Seth and Bombate too. They're being transported to Death's Head's compound. Caroline, what the devil are you doing?
Trying to get this fucking thing working.
Well, shush your plutering, right? Yeah, Blasco, there's one helicopter still on the ground in our hangar. If you hurry, we can take it back, get our people out. Just keep moving. Fergus out.
Oh, we got the banging music. we have to go? Could have sworn there was like a challenge with the knife throwing. No! I don't want to mess with that. Oh, crap. It is uber difficulty. It's really hard to see, though. Access letter. No. Okay. Let's go that way. But yeah, like, Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer, when you... Son of a... Huh. Wow. They ain't no pushover on uber difficulty. All because you can't tell crap. Yeah, I could have sworn there was like a knife throwing competition that you could do. Maybe I missed it. I did spend like no time talking to anybody, so.
I see you.
Oh, hey.
Heard you
Tekla.
alive. Everything in accordance with the numbers. This day, the number of consequence is 19. A prime, why not?
Now remember, when you play
Each and every one on our
through
side,
this
if we
and you
know
say
each
Wyatt
other,
instead of Fergus, this isn't
each and
Tekla,
every win.
I think.
I've been
I think they
proficient
swapped
with
Tekla out with
the
someone else.
11 in the stack. Did I
Could
thank
be
you?
wrong.
I can't remember if I thanked him. Should thank the man that is my friend. But I have accumulated an additional 7 through other means prior to this day.
Maybe.
I'm on the move. I need to find Fergus and Caroline. You should come with me.
And violate my model.
And violate.
Is loyal to universal causality. You ask me to rebel against the laws of nature, don't you see? The road in front of you is long and so hard. I wonder how you will cope. Mine is at its end. On this day. I am glad to have found a friend.
Oh, okay, I think she shows up regardless. I guess I feel bad. Oh, what? What's that?
I see you.
Oh. Wait a second, where were they? I didn't see any guards outside the door. Huh.
Hey, Blasco. Should be one entryway to the hangar through a sewage tunnel. I think. Be careful, like, this place is brimming with the ugliest
Oh,
fucking
God.
Nazis you've ever seen.
Oh, I'll play this game.
Ich lade jetzt nach! Das war's! Keine Munition mehr! Lade nach! Jetzt hab ich dich! Moment! Lade nach!
Oh god. Okay. Energy weapons it is. Armor. Rotary gun, which won't matter because, again, 5 kills within 10 seconds. A lot harder to do than you think. Alright, what do we got? Nada. Nada. Where we go then? Underwater? No. Okay. Oh, up the ladder. And we won't be able to bring it with us, will we? No. 5 kills in 10 seconds. Oh, hello. Oh, Caroline. Right.
Welcome back to Berlin, Blazkowicz. Our nation will
She's got herself an Iron Man suit.
Maybe you can do something about this Nazi problems here.
Seems
Try
like
not to get
you've
Fergus killed, please.
got a handle
He's
on
out
this.
of ammo and essentially defenseless. Poor thing.
What's she saying about me? She's in all up with it now you finally got that strange armor working. Glasgow, hurry over here, will you? I think the big dog here is about to start chewing on my legs.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? That'll do it.
All right, Blasco, I'm coming out now.
I'm pretty sure weapons aren't going to carry over, are they?
Du bist mein Junge. Weißt du das? Doch eine gute Junge. Und jetzt bist du auf dich allein gestellt. Aber keine Angst.
No. They're about the only two that I liked. But they hardly even touched up on any of these people. Like, maybe... again, I'll save criticisms for Ryan's rating review system. It's... Again, heads up, not the worst game ever. Not as bad as I'm probably making it sound. But it's not... It kind of has this weird space where it wants to be a narrative story, but it's trying to also kind of be like Wolfenstein, but not. You know what this is more like? This is like a... this is gonna make it sound like it's a bad game. It's not. It's like a worse Killzone.
It's agony to dream like this.
Which, hey Sony,
Reality.
you want to make some money?
Sometimes
Release the Killzone games on Steam.
remember what you're
You'll make a
fighting.
killing. Especially 2 and 3. Also, Twisted Metal. Why are you guys not sleeping on Twisted Metal? Release that crap for Steam and PC. You know how well Twisted Metal 2012 would do? Now that online is such a,
They have the nuclear decryption keys.
like, so ingrained in the gaming culture now.
Surface real close to the compound.
Man, you guys were just a little bit ahead of the curve
Get inside the compound as fast as you can. They'll be returning fire
with
soon.
Twisted Metal 2012.
Before the
The multiplayer was a blast to play. Now you could have stable servers.
When you're inside, get down to the lower level.
People would be more willing to
The prisoners. They send in
be
a
okay
helicopter.
with
Once
not a
everyone is
traditional
safe,
Twisted
they
Metal
can
game because
find
you
the
could
nuclear
consider it like a
contents.
pseudo
Fires
spin-off.
bombs. Level zones.
And then you could pepper it with DLCs. We know you'd like to do that, so you'd make a killing on Twisted Metal 2012, especially. But all the Twisted Metals would be a blast. Even 3, even though it's the worst. It's the worst, objectively. Don't argue. You're wrong. I know what you're going to say. But 4 had some unique characters and some interesting levels. Small Brawl had interesting levels and a very interesting take on Twisted Metal. Black, of course, is considered one of the best, if not the best, by many folks. I'm partial to 2 and 1. With 1, I can agree it might be a little bit on the archaic side for most gamers. But and then what was that one that was on PSP? Which was like a unofficial sequel, or official sequel to 2. That one was pretty good too. I think it's, with these parts, it's like, I don't like walking simulators, and that's all these segments are. Whether it was the resistance base, where there was really
Careful as you make
nothing
your
to
way
do.
Secure there.
I found
The
someone's
canyon
wedding
fast
ring.
and the currents are about to be strong.
I do little things, but what gameplay impact does that have? It doesn't have any. That's kind of where it falters. Again, if by doing these side quests, you could like upgrade the resistance base and then different outcomes based upon what preventative measures you took by doing the side quests.
I'll ring the counter.
We are getting close. 200 meters.
Now, I think this game would fare better with that.
50 meters.
Oh, I don't even have to press anything. He just does it automatically. See, like, what was the point of that then? Why have me walk to it? Why not just let the whole thing be a cutscene? That thing's cool. Why couldn't we get a mini weapon that does that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all designed it as a weapon for in-game stuff. I know this seems like I'm getting angry. I'm not. I'm passionate, right? Because I see the potential in so many things. That could have been a small weapon that they developed. Like, introduce that a third of the way through the game, then the next mission you develop, you know, Caroline worked on a prototype for, and Tekla could create a prototype for a smaller version. And then you could use it not just as a weapon against the Nazis, but also to use as a puzzle clearing tool, right? Like maybe pulling down sections, or even causing environmental interactions against the enemy. So like instead of wasting a bunch of ammo, a well-placed shot from that gun would cause like the walls to come down and crush them, you know? Like, this game was so close to just being able to be a mind-blowingly great game. And here we are, Death's Head, the really cool villain at the beginning of the game that's like, this is strictly an evil, badass villain that you want to fight. Oh, your baseline can't save you every level. let's try and clear this out. What chapter we're on? Chapter 16. Okay, I thought chapter 15 was it. I guess it goes to 16.
I'm in your house, General.
I mean,
Is this the day?
Is this the day? No, I ain't taking that. Not on Uber. I will save scum like a mofo. Alarm.
Anya, I'm coming for you.
Alright, Andrew Ryan. Wait, did it give me 50 armor? Or did I already pick up 2 things of armor? Huh. It started me out with 50 armor this time. Interesting.
I'm in your house, General. Is this the day?
You know what I was trying for. Wait, I think I killed 5 people in 10 seconds. That was 10 seconds. What are they thinking? How was that not 10 seconds? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. Right? That is what we need to do, right? 5 kills within 10 seconds using dual-wielded rocket launchers. There we go. Ha! Got it. There kills, but I ain't having. Alright. Oh yeah, I am. Oh! Oh, I still hear music. What we got? Now, see, this is more like it. If the whole game had been this. Alright, we'll roll with this for now. You have spare armor. Sorry for taking it slow, but Eisenstein und Stahlurstehen geschlossen? I have no idea what that means. Again, it's on Uber difficulty. So, I think the first time I played this, it was on normal. Oh, big guy. Wrong button. Alright, so I want this weapon, so I switch to that and switch to Y, right? Okay. Gets wonky sometimes. Is that a big guy? I can't tell. Alright, we just gotta keep nibbling at their heels. This is what I should have done on the other side too. Alright. Whoa! Bouncing around. What are you doing? Is he not? Okay, I mean, if he's not coming, I'll be more than happy to play this game where I just recharge the weapon slowly over time. And we'll do my usual tactic. Go back, get the furthest armor we can. That way we can get access to armor and healing items closer. No. Alright. Yeah, you see what I'm doing. What? There's what, one more? Yeah. Yeah, we won't be able to get all the perks. I mean, it's possible on one playthrough. It really is. I would not recommend doing it on Uber, though, for your first time. Not that it's, like, come off as exceedingly difficult, just, Sure, ran back as soon. Oh no, there's no cover. Now, will all three of those guns be there, or will I only have one? They'll all be there. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna game this system. Oh, I want to do this. Slowly. That's how we were going to do this. Okay. Yeah, sorry it's not the most exciting, but I made the choice to regretfully do this on Uber. But being good at games doesn't just mean playing by its rules. It also means learning to take advantage of the game. this. Are you done? I hope you're done. Alright, let's go back a bit. $50, $40. Where's armor? I think there's one more set of armor right here. This one. It's health. Armor there and armor here. Okay. Take it slow. Especially with how far we've come. Don't risk anything. So they wanted you to run around all in here. Okay. What's that? Okay. Be hitting checkpoint soon. Hoping. I'll bring 2. I don't need to bring more than that. Again, prep work, right? Might take a little extra time, but also I'm just curious, how far can you bring these with you, right? let's get one more. Oh, there's that. Let's see what's in here actually. No records, no health upgrades, no recordings. I won't refill this one all the way. Shouldn't need it.
The U-boat is in position. Everything according to plan.
What? Oh, we can't even bring him with us. We gotta climb that damn ladder. Son of a... Oh well. It's better to not need it and have it. Oh, come on. Napoleon Dynamite, what are you doing? Gosh.
As the synthetic tetanus vaccine further inhibits your nervous system, shutting down your motor faculties, you'll find it harder and harder to move. There we are.
Oh, hey. Was kann ich wirklich tun? Bin beschäftigt. Entweder in Berlin, um den letzten Dreckshaufen zu beseitigen, den Captain Blaskowitz vor unserer Tür hinterlassen hat.
Ich habe ein Geschenk für dich, mein Schatz.
Wirklich? Ich liebe Geschenke. Zeigst es mir?
Dir zeige ich doch alles.
Bobby, dein Geschenk ist kostbar.
I mean, honestly, if this is all...
Alles, was ich mir hätte erträumen können.
Darf ich ihn für dich aufschneiden?
Gerne.
You can fight back at any time.
Damit ich es genießen kann.
This woman is my life, you understand? My everything. Warm blood, the smell.
Oh, baby!
There you go.
How can you be moving? I give you enough toxins to paralyze an elephant. There's something very wrong with your cerebral cortex.
I need health. Great. Cutscene took all my health. And there's no health in here, is there? Some bitch. Can't bring it with me. Oh, what is going on with that? Alright. This has got to be like endgame then.
Not going down. Not yet. Not until she's safe.
We fought big guys, we fought hordes of enemies. Is this just gonna be like a cutscene thing?
There's your problem.
The transport helicopter is ready when you are, Blazkowicz. Soon as you get our people out of the compound, we'll swoop in and pick you up.
It was fun. Even if I did exploit it a bit, but you know, that's kind of the...
William! What happened to you? You're bleeding.
After Seth got us out from the cells, we thought we would be escaping all on our own. Put to sea, Blazkowicz. Chase away, man.
Let's get out of there. Kinderlijk, let's go. Lloyd, Lloyd!
He has a gaping chest wound from a knife being plunged into his chest, and they're just like, hey man, guess what?
This elevator.
He said Ota Zoe?
Blazkowicz, help me out.
Yeah, I'm just bleeding from my chest, don't worry about it.
Thank you.
The elevator is gonna go down when she gets out. Or up.
We'll get you out of there. We'll go somewhere. I believe there are still places on this earth where people can go and live happy.
I believe so too.
Not for me and for you.
What kind of gun is that? Is that cutting gun? The laser craft spots. Yeah, it is.
We have met before. I think today we meet for the last time. Captain Blazkowicz. Still fighting after all these years.
You know, Max Van Sydow, rest in peace, would have been a good cast for this character.
I see where he's.
Kind of see it in his face a bit.
Do you remember him?
I think that was his name, right? Oh yeah, well, I guess it would have been Fergus if you picked Fergus to get diced up. Yes, this is the third time we're seeing this. I guess it's worth it though. That was a great sequence though, having to bust the pipes, the walls, all that jazz. Ow. Double ow. Okay, there's no way his brain... Okay, I guess it didn't go all the way in. It looks like it went a lot deeper. Wait, is that how small brains are? Just William's brain being that small. Wilhelm. Oh, so that's what powers those robots.
I would ask you to consider, in the end we will be judged. Not by what we have destroyed, but what we have created.
Now, why wouldn't you just turn on him? Yeah, why is it? Willem.
The splendor of it, the intelligence of the human brain. Amalgamated.
So it's RoboCop 2. Got it. Why would you need a human brain for that, though, then?
Machine man, clear the room.
Gotta get out of here.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Weapon lost. What? Thing is, I don't have any weapons. Okay, so that's what you had to do. I only have 20 health. Just... Yeah, just grab it and break it.
It's her by your side.
Also, how do you keep the brain alive? Well, and to be honest, I kind of like the whole mysticism angle that the other Wolfenstein games would have. It's like a mixture of stuff. Oh, great. Is this going to be like a 40-minute boss fight for me because I'm going to die over and over again? Took all my weapons. I don't have any grenades left. Alright, let's try and figure this out.
I will attempt to spare your hand, Captain, from my laboratory.
No, we're not going that way then. Oh God. Okay,
Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer of Thor is my shield. Beautiful. I will attempt to spare your hand, Captain, for my laboratory. The skeleton for the merit, Captain.
you asshat. Wow, what are you supposed to do? Okay,
Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer of Thor is my shield. Beautiful. You attempt to weaken me, but my shield takes its power from the storm itself. Channel from Asgard. I will attempt to spare your hand, Captain, for my laboratory.
okay, that ain't working.
Like Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer of Thor is my shield. Beautiful.
Whoever thought, hey, let's have him at 20 health, dumb idea. Really dumb idea. It's gonna be one of those, folks, so strap in.
I will attempt to spare your head, Captain, for my laboratory. How utterly villainous of you!
Alright, I can figure this out without logging up.
You force me to abandon the scalpel for demerit, Captain. You attempt to weaken me, but my shield takes its power from the storm itself. I channel from Asgard. Oh, look at you! You run like a cockroach from the light. Nothing but skin and muscle tissue to protect your fragile organs. Well, my weapons are forged from German steel. My armor reaches into the skies.
Okay.
Your cruelty is endless, Captain. Honest, hard-working men on board that Zeppelin? Men with families? A shocking display of evil.
No, no, no!
Like Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer is my shield. Beautiful! You attempt to weaken me, but my shield takes its power from the storm itself. I channel from Asgard. I will attempt to spare your head, Captain, for my laboratory.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous.
Prometheus, I steal fire from the gods. The hammer is my shield. Beautiful! I will attempt to spare your head, Captain.
Alright, so when he does that, I can use it to kind of Come on, let this be a checkpoint.
Weapon destruction? Is that all you are?
Can he not get me here? Alright. I'm gonna cheat. I'll be right back. No, I won't cheat. That's all you had to do.
General, before the day is done, I will have you at the end of my blade and force your surrender.
Yeah, really, whoever said let's give them 20 health for this part should be brought out to be shot. Might as well check everything because I don't know how much longer this is gonna go on.
Crawl down a hole, General. Won't save you. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, we'll get there shortly, buddy. We need health and weapons. Armor's always nice too. Okay. I am lucky that worked. I was about to run out there and just keep shooting, but yeah, you just have to throw a grenade once you take care of the blimps. Alright. Good on health. Why give us rocket ammo when there is no weapons? There's no rockets we can use. plus. Oh, okay. Are we not done? Really? Armor. There's armor. Look at that. They even have to look it up. Just gumption. Angry gumption. Alright, 2-phase boss fight. Ooh. That was about to be frustrating, not good frustrating. I am glad I searched around for everything before just immediately jumping down. Don't immediately jump down. Do what I did. Pick up everything you can. Oh my word. Sorry I haven't been talking. Just focusing so much. There's a big leap. About halfway through the game, it was pretty easy. And then the last third, it was the uber difficulty, truly started to show its face. Unlike Death's Head, he can't show his face. Also, missed opportunity. Blazkowicz should have just... What would have been cooler is if, when he popped the pin, he cut the arm off and shoved it down his throat. Death's Head's throat. I know they're going for drama or something, but the rule of cool is always in school.
Yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore.
Could have done with a lot less of this.
The homeless.
It's not deep.
Tempest tossed. To me.
Yeah.
Blasco, do you read? Am I clear to fire?
You're clear.
Wolfenstein, the New Order. I guess that's the end. Okay. Can we skip this? Because I don't know if I'll get copyright struck. Jeez, you know. Alright, extras. Enigma codes. Okay. So you need all the Enigma codes to unlock that. Alright. Collectibles. Recordings. Credits. Statistics. Oof, 68%. C. I'll take it. It was on Uber difficulty. Alright, let me do this. Alright. Well. Oh, I could just do that. Thus, we get to the end of the road of Wolfenstein, the New Order. Now comes the Ryan's Rating Review System. The Ryan's Rating Review System is a system developed by the world's leading third grade elementary school science students in collaboration with aliens from another planet. I don't know, pick one. Pluto. Yeah, you see what I did there? Pluto's a planet. I don't care what they say. Follow the Greeks and the Romans. Pluto's been a planet longer than it hasn't, so I'm going to go with that. I don't know if it has. Anyways, in an underground laboratory of Antarctica, where they developed time travel, went back in time and learned the art of alchemy, then traveled into the far future to use advanced futuristic technology to enhance the alchemy, and then came back to the present to craft the perfect video game review rating system ever. And this is the only place you can find it. Nowhere else on the internet, nowhere else on YouTube, just right here. Ryan's Rating Review System is B.A.D. B stands for boring, A stands for awesome, D stands for dumb. It means, is the game bad? Like the game is just, it's a bad game, you don't want to play it. Or is it bad? Like this is a bad to the bone game, baby. You need to pick it up and play it right now. Stop everything. Stop, drop, and let it roll. So, let's go with the boring. Was the game boring? First third of it, I was rearing to go. First 1 or 2 videos, especially, the Death's Head compound, it opens with that great tutorial. You have to pick a person that affects stuff later in the game. I don't want to spoil what happens if you pick Wyatt. Play it for yourself if you want to find out. I don't want to spoil it. Someone shows up. The room in that introduction is just brilliant. And the beginning of it just feels like this is going to be the beginning of an epic adventure, and it's going to be great. Even a little bit past that, let's say 40% of the way through. You break into the prison. You free Fergus or Wyatt if you picked for Wyatt to survive at the beginning. Okay, the Berlin Underground Resistance thing, alright, there might be some cool stuff there. But then by the halfway point to the end, it slows down. The game presents itself as a first-person shooter, but it's really a stealth game with some first-person shooter elements. Which isn't bad, but it doesn't do either one particularly well. And I feel it also ran into the issue of wanting to push too much of a narrative. Maybe I'll turn music back on so you have something to listen to other than my voice. Too many cutscenes. Eye-rollingly bad dialogue. Not all the time. Secondary characters that really did not lend themselves to have any real importance, value, or interest. Like I said, I could have sworn there was like a knife throwing contest you could challenge someone to. Maybe I was thinking of a different game. So around the halfway point, I started to get a little bit bored because it's like right when the game would start jumping, you're taking on hordes of enemies. It lasts one encounter and then you have to slog through the rest of the game. The asylum part was good. Meeting the grandparents was good. Dealing with that whole thing. The chainsaw in the basement, awesome. You don't ever see the chainsaw again, though. Kind of weird. But the gameplay doesn't have the depth, regardless if it's trying to be a first-person shooter or a stealth, to be interesting. Especially having come off of Dishonored recently, where it's a stealth game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But it lets you play, as you saw with my Dishonored 2 playthrough, High Chaos. It lets you play run and gun. And the difference there and here is, in Dishonored, it felt rewarding, whether I was stealthing or running and gunning. Here, it was just like, okay, the payoff is what? I might unlock a perk that is very minuscule compared to everything else, but for the most part, It's just a wall for me to get over to get to the next wall that I have to climb over. So, was I bored? Not for the first 35% of the game. Loved it. Thought it was brilliant. Once we get to the resistance and the game slows down, I start to get bored. Because again, even though the perks were alleviating some things, they didn't open up any new gameplay style. They didn't change anything. It didn't. I hardly noticed the increase in ammo amounts. So, is the game boring? Overall, I wouldn't say it's completely boring, so I'm not going to give it a thumbs down, but I was pretty darn bored. Especially, again, coming off... Maybe it's because I came off Bioshock and Dishonored. So it doesn't get a thumbs up. So it gets that 5-finger middly ground gray check mark. So it doesn't get a green or red check mark. So 5-finger middly thing is where you hold up 5 fingers horizontally and you shake it and you go, kinda, sorta. So is the game boring? Kinda, sorta. Is the game awesome? This is gonna... hate to repeat myself, but the first 35% of the game, no, the game is it's kick ass, man. You know, you're running and gunning, you're stealthing, you're turkey peeking, you're climbing aboard APCs to go break someone out of a prison, you're doing stuff with some badass grandparents, you know. They were tough cookies. The rest of the game, though, not very awesome. For what I'll get to, I'll save it for the dumb category. So, is the game awesome? You know what? I'll give it it's awesome, right? Because it is Wolfenstein. Is it as good as Return to Castle Wolfenstein or even the original Wolfenstein? I don't think so. But it's still a pretty awesome game. Especially if you get it on sale, just saying. But that 99% of the time I'm going to tell you, get a game on sale. So I'll give it 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark. The guns are interesting. Even if by the time you get the laser weapons, the rest of the guns aren't really... Problem is none of them are really standout. Basically use rocket launchers and laser guns for bigger enemies. As you saw, I was able to exploit the AI's stupidity, which I always love to do. It's my way of keeping Skynet in check. You can thank me later. But is Wolfenstein: The New Order awesome? Yeah, I'll give it an awesome. I'll give it 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark. Alright, now for the last category. Is it dumb? There are so many chapters and segments wasted where you're just walking around a boring hub with little to do that has almost 0 impact. Engaging with characters that are as shallow as a puddle. They are surface level interesting. And that you see the potential, but it goes absolutely nowhere. Hey, we say Fergus. How many times have we talked to him? Maybe like 4 or 5, if that. What impact did he have on the game? Very minimal. It was just health upgrades, which is fine. And the hacking, right? Like I thought, oh, hacking, that'll be cool. We'll be able to do a lot with that, right? Nope. It's all more or less because the game is... Okay, there's so much I want to get to here. The game is too linear. So, the upgrades, the hacking, there is no reward for exploration. There's very few... I probably missed a lot of secret rooms, but it felt like there weren't too many to begin with. So you got linear level design, linear movement and progression through levels, rather than the open-ended kind of having an entire playground that you get to mess with. That's why I like to call things like Dishonored. They're not they're like playgrounds, right? You can go to the monkey bars, you can go to the swings, or you don't have to. But here, you have to. Go here, go there, go to X. A leads to B, leads to C, leads to D, leads to exit. So, level design, kind of dumb. Because it's very linear. Why is it linear? Because of this. This was really dumb. Too much cinematics, too much talking, too much narrative, and it slows down the gameplay. You'd have these great little battle segments, and then you'd get slowed down because you're just walking. The sub part, didn't like it. A little mini sub. It was just boring to play. And there were so many segments like that. Like the underwater segment. And that's the other thing about the cinematic part. And that's a problem. They wanted this to be a narrative game, right? But the problem with it is there was no flow, there was no connection. I brought it up earlier. Hey, we're at the bridge. Now we're underwater. How did we get underwater? Why are we underwater? Why are these people here now? There was no interconnective scenes in between. It felt like they were missing parts of it. You know what they could have done to kind of play with that a bit is, as you progress through the game, his memory starts fading in and out. He kind of blacks out because of the shrapnel in his head. At least that way you have some gameplay stuff. But there was like the prison, another perfect example. He was there for 3 months. That's what those people we broke out said. We didn't play it for 3 months. It didn't feel like 3 months. They had the pieces. They didn't put it together right, though. Would have been cool if the prison level was a bit longer. Instead of wasting chapters on resistance levels. Cut mold. Okay. All that could have been contained in one resistance level. The other part, going to the moon base was neat, right? Well, the first part was, we were going in, it was, we were in disguise, we were going to walk through, we were posing a sense. That lasted all of like 5 minutes, if that. After that, it was just more corridor shooting. So they had these really neat set pieces. They just didn't deliver because they were trying to push a cinematic narrative focus, and it was kind of rushing the game. I don't mean that they rushed to get it made or anything. I'm saying that the narrative kind of rushed the gameplay. It was disjointed, disorienting. Well, not disorienting. It was just sloppy. Especially after that beginning segment where things were cohesive and tied together. Elements that happened played into the level. So that was dumb. Like I said, the writing was dumb for the most part. More so towards the end of the game. When you have him monologuing to himself, even like the most random stuff. The water's cold. I remember as a kid. We get it. It reminds you of your childhood a bit, but we don't really, we just want to go pew pew. I just don't think this was the game to explore that. Weapon variety. Again, you saw I kind of just, it gets dumbed down to only use these weapons against the big guys because you're going to need it. Or you're going to put yourself in a bad situation. Perks were fine, if a bit minimalist in regards to, you want them to be fun. I get you don't want them to be overpowered, but you want them to actually be really fun. How many times did we slide and shoot? It seems like, again, that was like a half-baked mechanic. I don't know. Why have it in there? We used it a couple times to get away from the dog thing, which went down easier, I think, this time than when I played on normal all those years ago when this game first released. I had a hard time then, but rocket launchers made short work of it. Wasted potential with side characters. There were some that would have been pretty neat to explore more. Maybe I missed something, but even if I did, it would have been very minor. The minigames being completely locked behind, again, forward progression for narrative purposes. 99% of the time we would only use the hacking part of it, or if you went with Wyatt, the lockpicking. Didn't really have as much of an impact as I thought it would. Thought it would have had a bit more oomph to it. Oh, the train segment. Why was the train not a level? Or a chapter? Maybe it was a chapter, but it was 10 minutes. How cool would it have been to get from the front of the train to the back, and then the back to the front because, from the back to the front, and then from the front to the back because something went wrong. You couldn't fix the engine, so you had to go to the back and just, pull off one of the things for the car to disengage from the rest of the train. I don't know. Could have done something there. And again, like the moon base, that was wasted opportunity. Forced stealth. Slowed down the game a lot too, right? You don't want the alarm to set off, so you have to take out the commanders, but that's about the best benefit. You also get the map revealed a bit for certain hidden stuff, which is neat, but maybe if it unlocked doors too, like have key cards, kind of like Wolfenstein normally would have, to open up different areas of the map. That might make things easier for you. Maybe give you like access to secret entrances. The removal of the mysticism angle. I'm not a fan of alternate history type stuff. I didn't find it that interesting. Kind of bland. Oh, and Death's Head, right? Real cool villain at the beginning that you got. Mad Scientist. Everyone loves Mad Scientists. They can do zany and crazy things. See him at the beginning of the game, and then we fight him at the end. But outside of that, we really have very little connection or engagement with them. Same with the lady. I forgot her name. Frau whatever. Gets her face crushed. Cool scene. But again, we only have that one prison segment and the train thing, which outside of that, you hardly engage with her. And her blonde boy toy. Toby. Booby. But once again, kind of like, again, the issues with the side characters in the Resistance. You have these neat, at least surface level neat characters that they go absolutely nowhere with in regards to you confronting them in the game. But yeah, didn't run into any crashes, didn't run into any sound issues, so I could say that's not dumb, that's good. Played on Uber difficulty and was able to beat it, which is kind of funny, because I didn't think I'd be able to, or I thought I'd have a harder time with it. But yeah, again, alternate history stuff, multiverse stuff, not a fan. It's not interesting. Even when this released, I felt it was played out. But I've been exposed to things like Marvel and DC for so many years that there's a reason Marvel and DC constantly cut back and merge the universes back to one, because they realize how dumb it's gotten at a point. And the leash has gone on a little too far. So they have to rein it in. So yeah, I didn't care for the story. I thought it was dumb overall. Really don't need too many elements. Just Sim Blaskowitz to go in and mess with the Nazis, and keep it a little mysticism and science, right? Because both of those are cool. That Medal of Honor one was pretty good, if I remember. Underground? play the chick. French Resistance, I think. But yeah, so overall, final verdict. I've rambled on really, really long about this category. It's because I found a lot dumb with it. It gets a thumbs down, 1 red check mark. I found Wolfenstein: The New Order pretty dumb. I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'm remembering more of the Old Blood. I think it had more horror elements, more classic Wolfenstein themes. I think it's a prequel to this that. So that's why they reintroduced, I think, it's intelligently so, a lot of those elements, like the mysticism angle. Maybe I could be wrong. I have to give it a shot sometime. See. So, going back over the Ryan's rating review system, final verdict. Is the game boring? Kinda. Sorta, yeah. 5 fingers, middling, wavy thingy. So that's 1 gray check mark. Is the game awesome? Yeah. I mean, conceptually, there's some neat stuff here. So that gets 1 thumbs up, 1 green check mark. I know you might think that's contradictory compared to all the criticisms I give him, but trust me, something can still be middling and awesome at the same time. Or bad and awesome. Like Puppet Master. And last but not least, is the game dumb? Yeah, I found the game dumb. I give it a thumbs down, 1 red check mark. I don't think it's the worst one I've reviewed yet. But it's probably in the top 10. Usually I'm pretty forgiving too when it comes to playing games. Now I do want to clarify and end with this. You can stop now. I'll probably ramble a little bit longer. I don't think this is a bad game. Obviously I don't think it's a great game. I think it's a good game. I think it's solid. I had fun for the most part. Not as much fun as I did with Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which I played for the first time, last year. And, or was it the year before? I can't remember. But I really think the narrative, the desire to turn Wolfenstein into a more narrative-focused game kind of hurt it. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments. You think I'm off base? You agree, disagree? Again, to reiterate, I'm not trying to say if you like this game, you have bad taste or that the game's terrible. Because it isn't. Trust me, I've played far worse games. But that's the Ryan's rating review system. What can I say? I just, objective truth and reality, can't fight against it. No. It's not my system. Like I said, 3rd grade elementary students and aliens developed it, so. Anywho, yeah. It's done. B.A.D on Uber difficulty. If I can do it, you can do it too. And it's been so long since I last played this. Like I said, I played this somewhere around the time it came out. So it was basically like playing it for the first time. If I can beat it on Uber difficulty, you can too. And the only things I looked up were health upgrades, just to make sure I didn't miss any, and weapon upgrades. And the only health upgrades I really would have missed were the sleeping ones. When you go back to the resistance 3 or 4 times, which that was, all right, let me add that on there too. That was pretty dumb. There's no reason for us to keep going back. Oh, I already said that, didn't I? I said they could put it in 1 level. So yeah. Yeah, that's it, folks. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully you had fun. So, if there's any other games you'd like to see me play or struggle through, and if you want me to play on harder difficulties, let me know. I don't mind doing it. I just do it for brevity's sake, because you don't want to watch like I've already got like 40 episode games on the channel. Playing through those Risen games and the Elixies. Fun as they were, They got a little long in the tooth. I enjoyed the Risen games a lot more, though. Anyways, rambling. I'm going to call it. To my subscribers, though, hey, thank you again. And y'all stay awesome and have an amazing day. Or if you prefer, stay amazing and have an awesome day. Drive by Rubneck Computers. Catch you next time. Till then, y'all have a good morning, good afternoon, good night.